to the room where the green vibes flow, where the light shine bright and the knowledge will grow. From soil to the sun, we'll master the art. To grow room's the place, let's spark up the start. The grow room where the secrets bloom. Plant your dreams, watch them consume. We'll guide the buds to a perfect tune. Step inside, it's the grow room. Shine bright and the knowledge will grow. From soil to the sun, we'll master the art. The grow room's the place, let's spark up the start. The grow room where the secrets bloom. Plant your dreams, watch them consume. We'll guide the buds to a perfect tune. Step inside, it's the grow room. The grow room where the secrets bloom. Plant your dreams, watch them consume. We'll guide the buds to a perfect tune. Step inside, it's the grow room. Step inside, it's the grow room.
Everybody.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Jerry. Good to see you in there.
Yeah, good morning, Jerry. How are you?
All right. How's everybody on this soggy Sunday? Hopefully everybody's still high and dry and has a good roof over their head. These storms and rain have been crazy.
Definitely high.
Yes, definitely high.
Definitely
mostly
high.
dry.
Mostly high.
Yeah, we hope everybody made it safely. I tell you what, man, my garden's good and watered in.
Yep.
Yep, I didn't have to worry about the soil being too dry now. I'm telling you what. I'm glad I got out there and amended my whole garden. That's all I did last week. They kept saying, "Oh, it's gonna rain. Oh, it's gonna rain." So I got out there and busted my ass on the garden. I'm glad I did. It's paying dividends now. So
right.
So yep, had a little
so
storm
today,
damage.
huh?
It had a little storm damage in the garden, but nothing that I can't rebuild. So
right. So today we're going to do online shopping, guys. We're going to show you the do's and don'ts and where to go and where not to go. Good morning, Lisa. That's my Lisa. So we're going to watch Jimmy Fresh do some online shopping today. Well, I'm not buying anything. We're just
what are we
looking.
buying?
Huh?
What are we buying?
Well, I'm kind of broke right now, so if somebody wants to cash out me like $1,000, I can buy a whole new grow tent set. No, I'm gonna be showing you guys like where to go, where not to go.
Window shopping.
We're just window shopping, showing you guys how to, buy responsibly online.
There you go.
So
Yes,
right here we're on What's that?
in my opinion, most importantly, show them where the review and the comment section is.
Exactly, because that's one of the things that people always skip over.
That's 50% of my buy right there is the comments and
Right.
What people have to say about it. Huge.
Right. So right now we're on spiderfarmer.com. This is actually a really good company. This is one of one of the favorite companies in the grow world. The lights are pretty solid. They're like right here. Let's see, we got LED grow lights. They just coming out with a G series, uh, SFG G45 Hundo.
My main grow light looks
Look at
like
these
the
prices.
middle one.
Look at these prices though. Like this right here is 2025 Spider Farmer G1000 watt Wi-Fi and Bluetooth app controlled, dimmable, cost-effective, full spectrum yield commercial LED grow light. Now this is a commercial. It's a 5x5.
Mhm.
That's a giant light, guys. 5 feet by 5 feet is a big light.
That's
When you got
huge.
six, when you got six light bars, that's gonna toss you some light. Um, but look at the price.
What's the
Six
price on that?
fifty 659.
Oh, that's not bad. That's good.
Right. But if you're just growing in your house, like something like this, if you can find like a little bit higher powered for the same price range as this
Mhm.
right here is
That's
only
what
20
mine
watts
looks
more.
like.
What's that?
The middle one, the third one in.
This
That's
one?
kind of the style I use. The long and skinny.
Yeah. If I was gonna buy another one, it would have to be the size of my tent. Like this one right
Mhm.
here, 4x4, or this one even. But
I
still,
tell you what, my
480.
brother do. My brother had I think it was a 5x5 tent, and he had one of those 4x4 lights in it. Dude, he had light to spare, but
This is
everything in there just grew like a monster, though.
this is 480 watts. Now, guys, you don't need a super powerful like a super like I have 1,000 watt. You don't really need 1,000 watts if you're growing in a tent because
480 watts on an LED is a huge light.
yeah, if you're doing 480 watts, you can grow 4 plants on that.
That, oh Jesus Christ, dude, you could
Yeah, you can grow a whole garden on this thing. But
grow
I'm
a
just
whole
saying,
garden
like
on it.
if you're
If you put
doing
that in your garage and you raised it up to the ceiling, you could easily grow a 6x6 area, maybe even seven
right,
by seven, just with that one light. Just with
right,
that light. That's a huge light. That's a giant light.
yeah. I mean, just the size of it alone is going to tell you how. Look at that. Look at all the light. Uh,
The red ones you're seeing are the UV bulb.
yeah, that's like the blurples. It just only has a couple. What is
Mhm.
that? 10,
Not
probably
mostly
10.
white and blue, but them red ones throw the UV. I think they throw
Right.
what, a 390. Can you check that? Is that in the fine print?
Dimension 33.6 by 33.56. You're looking for what?
UV, what spectrum? It's probably about a 390. Just when it goes ultraviolet is the best.
PPE is 285,
Okay.
2.85. Uh,
See, that's me. That's where I get into light nerd again. It's like I go way deep down these rabbit holes, and then when I start talking about it, people look at me like I'm strange. But yeah, uh, UV travels on a wavelength like light, like all light, and it's
there you go.
registered on a nano wave, and about 390 is like awesome for pot.
What's PPF stand for, Mucho?
I have to get it in parts per million,
Parts per foot, I think.
or maybe per meter. Can you zoom in on that? I'm killing my eyeballs. There we go. Well, that's interesting as hell. I like that.
A lot of you guys don't understand what you're looking at. That's fine because I don't either.
Yeah, you got to light nerd it out, and I
Yeah,
don't even
you.
understand mostly what I'm looking at. All right, well that's cool, and they got that breakdown for each and every light.
Yes.
And see, that's more of a professional. commercial grower where you've got to know exactly.
Correct. Spider Farmer is one of the higher end companies that
Hmm.
do the grow lights and grow equipment. We're gonna look at some other stuff too on here.
Yeah, let's go.
Um,
We can take a look at the other end too, like the Bestvas, the Mars Hydros, or the Mars Hydros. Not no bottom end company.
oh no
I
no
just
no.
I just gave my granddaughter an old Mars Hydro of mine. She's growing marigolds this spring and gonna sell them.
Nice.
And she's needing a light. She's like, Pappy. I was like, what?
How old is she?
She's 13.
So she knows Pappy grows weed, huh?
Oh, I don't think it's any big secret within the family. I don't think it's any big secret, but that's all right. Everybody loves me just like I am.
Well, I mean, love you or hate you, you're still gonna grow the weed.
Still gonna grow the
Oh,
weed. Yep.
over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here, this is your coverage. It tells you how much is your light's gonna cover, how many feet your light's gonna cover. It's square footage. So for this first one is 1500, or I'm sorry, it's 150 watts, and it says it covers the core coverage is 2 by 2. That's kind of what you want to go by. You don't really want to go by max because that's stretching the light out to where it's going to be
That's
not as
that's
good
a
as it
lot
could
of
be if it
people.
was in a 2 by 2.
That's a lot of people's downfall right there.
Right. They're trying to max them out, and they're not like you want
Got a 1,000 watt
to
light to be able to grow a 4x4 area and blah blah blah. You will grow a 4x4, but guess what? The outer ring on that thing is going to be larfy and skinny, and it's
right.
not getting enough light. Yes, exactly.
So right
Yes.
here, I can't see any of the questions because I'm over here. So Mucho, you're in charge of the questions.
All righty.
So this one right here is the 800 watt. It covers a 4 by 4 max 5 by 5. That's like for my tent. That's probably I probably don't even know if I would go that. I think I'd probably go with the 480. To be completely honest, because the
It's all about
reflective you're
does it have the penetrate what's the per square feet? How many lumens per foot does it say?
doesn't look like it says.
Okay. Because you want to go to want 100, you're going to want 100 lumens per square foot minimum.
Right.
100 lumens per square foot.
But I think that's why it gives you the core coverage and the max coverage. That way, because they know that the company who made the light knows that.
Yes.
You know, these people are professionals in growing things. Well,
That's
you
why
would
they say
hope.
the port coverage, that's getting your peak optimum amount of light.
Right. I'm not sure what this means right here. PPF. I don't know if that's lumens or,
PPF per foot. Yes. Something per foot. Photovalic
but
something
that's
per
pretty.
foot.
I feel like this is a pretty good number right here, the 1420. I feel like that's a good number. You know,
Hmm.
for the if it's the per foot, the lumens per foot or whatever.
There you go.
Um,
Photo, because it's not called, it's photo something or another per foot.
yeah, I wish they would have gave you like a little legend, you know, to tell you what these symbols, some of these symbols mean.
Uh, what type of grow light is best for a beginner? LED, CFL, or HID? Mucho's
LED,
opinion, hands down, LED.
LED, yeah, 100%. I'll even use. I mean, okay, so the high pressure sodium and the metal halide, those lights will give you really good plants because those are the old school lights. Those are the lights that you started with before LED came out. Um, they they also the LED to me it lasts longer. Every year you have to change your light when you use a high pressure sodium or a metal halide because
Your light bulbs will get weak.
yep. And the bulbs for those are expensive. Like you're gonna spend $100 on a light bulb.
I
You know?
used to buy the Hydrolux 1000s, and it was $100 bill every time.
Yep.
$100 bill,
So
and
that's
you always
$100 every year
always.
you have to pay. And if your ballast goes bad, that's another $300 for the ballast.
Mhm.
You know.
It depends on what kind of lights you have, hippie. If you've got LED lights, you could run them right down real close.
Right.
Um, but with the metal halide, high pressure sodium, at minimum, at least 14, 16 inches above the top of your plant, because you
Th-
will get a hot spot, because on a high pressure sodium, there is a glass plate on your hood, and it acts like a magnifying glass sometimes,
Right.
and you will get a hot spot and it will burn the living shit out of your plant. It's like
If it doesn't
holding.
kill it, it'll turn to white.
So you really got to be mindful. Uh, Keep a close eye if you're running your high pressure sodium. Right down close to your plants. You keep a daily, multiple times a day. Look at your plants, because the top of those buds will start. It looks like they're trying to melt. They start turning
Yep.
white and they kind of start shrieking away from the light.
Yep.
You're burning them.
But your
Raise that
LEDs will do
top.
that too. Don't think that your LEDs will do that. Do this the very same thing. Because my
Yep.
dad gave me this light, and he used this light to grow his first crop, and it was touching the bud was touching the light, and it bleached the light. So if it's that close to the light, it'll still bleach it. Don't think it won't kill it, because
It won't
LEDs
burn
still
it
throw
up.
off heat. It's just
It
not as
won't
much
burn
as
it up,
that.
but it'll damage the cells. That's for sure.
Right.
Because of the heat. Because
Right.
of the heat, not because of the light intensity. What was that
Right.
question again, hippie? How close should I hang my grow lights above the plants without burning the base? Okay, we got it. But yeah, go by
12
what your
inches.
plant like. Your plant will tell you.
Well, I would start off at 12 inches.
With an LED light, absolutely.
Some of them, depending on how the brand of light you get, like test it out, keep it on for a couple hours, see how hot it gets. If you got fans, it's not going to run as hot. So some of them don't have fans. I'm lucky, and my light has fans. So, but it's still my tent. Like that's like right now because I took the heating pads out of my tent. Um, that's pretty
Hippie
much what's.
Hippie wants to know if we can smoke bleached buds.
Nah, yeah. I mean, if it's white like that, you could smoke light bleach buds. It's just not going to get you as high because it
It just
ruined the trichomes.
it just took the chlorophyll out of it. It just
Right.
yeah yeah. I mean, you could still do it, but it's just not going to be as potent. It may not be as tasty. It's just kind of like
You'll think it looks pretty because it's
functioning
white.
a functioning dead part of the plant, if I can put it like that.
Right.
It's still alive, but it's not producing anything that's going to do us any kind of favors.
If your plant's getting if you don't have enough light, your plant will get really tall and stringy because
Yep.
it's trying to fight for the light.
There's no such thing as enough light.
Right.
Unless you're growing outside like I do, that's enough light. Inside, there's no such creature.
Right.
I know that here in Missouri, I've been to two different grows, professional commercial grows, back when I was working at the dispensaries. They have, artificial light, but they also have the retractable tops, so they use real light during the day in their wintertime grows. Have you been to Walmart and you've seen their indoor? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, they got plastic domes on the roof.
Yep, it's kind of like that. And they just got these big retractable awnings, and they can put it over and they can take it off. But during the wintertime, they just leave it open, and they supplement their light. They book in their light.
Okay, so these are one type of light that Spider Farmer carries. And they have these down here, the panel lights.
Um,
Like these are a little cheaper. I'm seeing. Like look at this right here, 200 watts. These are Samsung. That's why.
mhm. Just remember though, all of these diodes, all of the LEDs, the boards, the chips, the fans, all that shit comes from China. It probably comes all from one plant, and
Um,
it goes to different
Sa-
manufacturers, so take that with a
Sam's,
grain of salt.
These are all Samsung boards. These are they're made by Spider Farmer,
Uh-huh.
but they're using Samsung's boards and light what do they
Diodes.
call them? The light diodes, yeah. But
And
I
add
mean,
the tariffs, yes. I was gonna say, if anybody's planning on buying anything like that right now, buy it right now. Uh, I'm not getting politico with it, but with the tariffs coming, anything from China or overseas is going to be more expensive. Just be
yeah,
prepared. So buy it right now if you can afford it, or put it on layaway, or if they even still do layaway. Oh my God, I'm showing
Walmart
my
does
age
lay
now.
only around Christmas.
Uh, Hippie wants to know if you can just buy the plants fully grown. You can, but you got to go to the dispensary, and it's already been grown, picked, and I wish you could. I wish you could, because I would grow the shit out of them.
That's why clones are the best. You don't have to wait 2 months for the seed to get as big as a clone.
Hmm.
You
Oh
know,
yeah,
well,
you can.
sometimes depending, it can grow pretty quick.
You
Like I
absolutely can grow and send and buy clones in the mail. You
yeah.
absolutely can. They send
There's
them
a
to you.
place here in Ohio actually. I'm sorry, hippie. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mucho.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a place in Ohio called Ohio Clones. He has he's just starting out, so he doesn't have like a bunch. But there's other companies. I know there's actually a company in Missouri, Mucho, that'll ship clones. I
Hmm.
can't remember the name of it though. That's
Yep.
the thing.
Caveat: if you buy from Missouri, you're buying Missouri genetics. Missouri law only allows the sale of Missouri pot.
We missed 420. God damn it! I didn't even
Oh,
Son
notice.
of a bitch.
All right, we're
we're
gonna play a song
wrong.
now. We're gonna play a song now. Here we go.
Right on. So happy.
Beat Studio.
I want you to say what you were gonna say. I didn't mean to cut you off. Happy what?
Happy 423.
Beat Studio. Hello, my name is Rich Regal, and we just legalized marijuana in the great state of Ohio. And I figured, why not write a song to that beautiful plant? I'm looking for the light, just wanna get high, so high. And my mouth is so damn dry, 'cause I'm high as the sky, so high. And I'm looking for the light, just wanna get high, so high. I'm high. Grab the papers and the bong, it don't matter what you're smoking on, just keep it rolling like we Cheech and Chong. We just sit back, light one up and pass it all around. All Zaza in my roll up, yeah, we ain't never smoking brown. Pack of gummies in my mouth, I ain't never coming down. Trying to get so damn high that I can never touch the ground. And we do it like this, no seeds, no sticks. Boogie over there, lighting up another damn split. So I grab it on up and put it to my lips like this. I'm looking for the light, just wanna get high, so high. And my mouth is so damn dry, 'cause I'm high as the sky, so high.
All
Don't do
right.
drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Yes. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Be cool.
In school.
Get an education.
Yeah.
Take an ag class. Kids. I don't know. I'm talking to the kids. But yeah, take an
All the
ag class.
people
You guys,
watching are younger than us, with the
I was
exception
talking
of maybe
to
one.
I was talking to a lady. She lives just like about a mile that way. I can hear her donkeys. Okay, my brother works over there. My brother works over there, and come to find out, she grows her own pot. You know, he was over there putting in water lines for her, and he was wanting to check out the greenhouse. And she was like, "Well, I don't usually let people out there because I do." You know, Terry's like, "Why, you growing your meds?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, why?" You know, so that started this whole conversation. This lady, she is a ninja, dude. She can grow some dank buds, okay? And up until about 2 or 3 years ago, when they first legalized pot recreationally in Missouri,
Right.
she didn't have a clue, not a clue. But she went down to her local, the local dispensary had a pot growing class where they had a professional horticulturist come in, and she said she learned everything she knows about growing weed from those classes. And I
And
was
they
like,
teach you how
"You
to grow the weed that they're growing and for the dispensaries. Now I don't. I know Ohio sucks. Ohio really sucks.
mhm."
Their weed's
But
trash.
yeah,
Their weed's trash.
she's knocking it out of the park, man. She is crushing it. A damn good grower, and she's only been
Right.
doing it for 2 3 years.
Right.
You know, so it's. But yeah, we were talking about that because she went online, bought her seed. Yeah, there you go, Jerry. Find yourself a dispensary somewhere and maybe offers classes. But that's
Or
what
just
brought me
pay
to it.
attention to pay attention to us. Come
She
over here
bought
and
her
hang out with us.
greenhouse online.
Do what?
She bought her greenhouse online. But
Yeah.
that brought me full circle because I was like, "Well, where'd you get your greenhouse?" She's like, "Oh, I bought it online." There you go. So you can get everything you need to grow weed basically online shopping.
Yep.
And
We're getting into that. Don't worry. We're getting into that.
legally have it sent to you. Back to clones, hippie wanting to buy them full grown. Uh, Jimmy was talking about the place out of Ohio. I know of a place out of California. Uh, they're from the basically the Green Triangle. They're from Humboldt County,
That's the best place to get anything.
and they send live clones. But you know, you guys better be ready to pony up 80 100 bucks
And
for a
pray they make
live.
it the 2 day trip over to your house from California.
You better pony it up. But you are getting world class dankness
Yes. Yes.
delivered
They
to
have
your house
clones at
already.
those
You know,
places.
like 3 to 6 inches tall.
Right.
Yeah, 3 to 6 inches tall. All you got to do is put it in a pot, put it under a light, give it about 18 hours of light, and about 2 or 3 weeks, and you'll have enough clones to do your whole garden. You don't buy one clone to grow it and smoke it. You do not. You buy one dank ass expensive clone to grow it and clone again. And then you grow all those. Yeah.
Keep it as a mother though. If you're gonna keep it, if you want to keep that strain, you like it. Like I might keep one of these as a mother
Mhm. Yep. Just pick
because
this.
I was looking online. There's 30% THC. It's mostly indica, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like. I like sativa, but
This is a little trick I do in the garden. Some plants you don't even have to do it. All you got to do is touch them. That
yeah,
sonic boom last year that I grew outside, all I had to do was walk up and look at it weird, and it would start smelling like this stinky roadkill skunk, you know. And the rest of
right.
them, you kind of had to rough them up a little bit to smell it. Okay. Some plants are just like that, but if you'll take the stem, the stalk, and kind of rub them between your fingers like that, just real lightly. You're not trying to do any damage. You just rub it real light, and then you smell your fingers. That'll give you a hint. That'll give you a hint of what that plant's going to be like. Most of them will smell
Introducing the upgraded SF
Dio,
2200-watt
yeah,
LED grow light from Spider Farmer,
Dio,
replacing your
Stinky
high-pressure
Tree,
sodium 500-watt setup.
Old
This grow light
Trees,
is
stuff like that. You're going to have a stinky, dank, terpenated plants. A lot of them, some of them will smell minty or lemony, and there you go. That's the way it'll start leaning. But you get a
So,
sneak peek at the terps like that.
so these right here are getting into the grow tent kits. It's a complete kit. Now this company here makes a bunch of different stuff. This company and VivoSun,
I'm
they
sitting
both
trying to
make
scroll up.
automated grow tents where you don't really have to do a lot.
Hey, go back down and do the click on one of the tents. There you go, that one. I want to see the light pattern. The second picture down, the one that shows the light patterns. There you go. There you go. See those numbers?
This
That
tells
shows
you how
you how
many.
many lumens per square foot.
That's
Okay,
each one of these lights, guys. Each
and
one of
it
these little
shows you.
bulbs.
You see the heights. You see the different heights. It shows you at how many inch. I can't read that close, but how? What's the?
This says one of these. Hold on.
No, the very top of the.
One of those squares.
14
That square.
inches, 18
Yeah, 2
inches, and
feet.
the top one I can't see. You can go up to that one,
It
but
says 2
the
feet.
bottom one here on the left and the second
That's how
one,
high that light
14.
is above your plants, and that's how many lumens you're still getting. That's that's one of the more handy graphs you can look at when you're buying.
That tells you the height.
Grow. Yes, and see what does that say up the
For
top?
me, you're getting a lot of static when you talk.
The PPFD map. There you go. Photovalic something something. But
I don't know.
yeah, that's how many lumens you're getting per square foot. So when a person asks how far up or down should I put my light, there you go. You know,
See,
you want more intense light on your plants, lower it down and you'll get the higher numbers. You want
this
a
tent
little bit less.
here. This tent here is a 2 by 2 by 46. So this will grow you one really good plant or two okay plants.
Yep.
You will not
Yeah,
grow
I've
more than
never
two in
really
this
got
tent.
into the little tiny tents like that, but I've always had a lot of room to grow. Let me say that. But how much is that whole kit?
$2.99.
Two
It
ninety
comes with the
nine.
4 inch. It comes with a 4 inch ventilation system, a 6 inch clip fan, a 150 watt LED grow
$300.
light for but you can only grow like one or two plants in this tent.
I was
Yeah,
going to
but
say that clip fan number one. That clip fan's got to go. You need a real fan.
so that's not
Yeah,
good enough then. All right, go ahead,
Uh,
guys.
but for that price, that's pretty good. If you're limited on space and you're just wanting to grow some a couple of little plants for some nugs. Nobody says you have to let your plants get 6 feet tall before you flower them.
right.
You know, you can get your clone, get them up about 6, 8 inches and flower them. They'll still flower out. They'll still be about 14 to 16 inches tall when they're done. But yeah, that's pretty good actually for a beginner kit, or if you're limited on space, because everything you learn in that little bitty tent can directly be transferred into a big tent.
This is
Ooh.
using the Samsung light, the Spider Farmer Samsung LED light. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The Samsung lights are pretty. They're pretty high tech.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Like that LED light, little light bulb there, is compared to what I got. Mine's a circle. That one puts out. I can tell you now that one definitely puts off more than
Oh, the one
A
out in
circle
the
one.
shop has the Cree chips like that. That one we were
Yeah.
talking about, Jimmy.
Yep.
Except for it's got 18 of them, 18 of the Cree chips. It's a light, dude.
We'll
It's a
tell
light.
you what light, how much of what light, and what it does. Like the white, the blue, or this doesn't really have blue, but it's got the off white, the real white, the red, and the maroon.
The far red. There you go. Remember what I was asking you about the spectrum, the light
Yep.
spectrum? There
Yep.
you go.
So
Yep.
the six, this one here, this one here, this is what gives you your leaves.
There we go.
This is what gives you your leaves.
Yep.
This one promotes your plant germination. This one boosts your blooms.
740
This
you
one
can't
speeds up
see,
the
but the plant can. That's what I was saying. That's a good number.
right.
That's what I was saying. I like it right around like six. What was I saying? 695, 700, somewhere in there. Good
Yep.
numbers.
So that thing on top, guys, is called a ballast. That creates heat. I see this one doesn't have a fan on it. Oh yeah, it does. It just has no fan noise, it says.
Yeah. I have a ballast like that. I've got two ballasts like that actually on top of my track light. The light is only about maybe a foot wide, but it's 4 feet long, and it's got two big ballasts like that. No fan, but I can adjust the light how bright or how dim I want, and I got a fan just like that right up over the top of it.
See
And
that
it
right there? You some people tell you you don't need that. I firmly believe you will 100% need that. Because if
you
I didn't
want
have
a
that, my tent would be so hot.
don't try to play beat the menu down at Lowe's with some cheap ass little booster fan. Go ahead and get a real fan. Believe me, you guys.
You can buy a cheaper one of these on Amazon for like 60, $70. It doesn't have to be a name brand. None of the stuff that we're showing you has to be name brand. I'm going to go through Amazon too here shortly. I'm going to show
Yeah,
you a few other things. I'm almost done shopping here. I just wanted to show you guys. This is the expensive section. This is
yeah,
for the ballers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're about to get into the broke people section.
yeah. We're about to go to the Mucho section.
In the Jimmy Fresh section. My tent behind me literally cost me less than $300.
I bought mine. Hey, you guys, listen. Check Craigslist. Check Facebook Marketplace.
When you buy
People
tents
are
off of Craigslist,
always
when you
getting out of it because all of a sudden it's not as easy as they thought it was. Or wait a minute,
right,
why did it take 3 months to get weed? You know, it's like
right.
hippie section. There you go. Check your online classifieds because a lot of people will be selling lights, selling tents.
When you buy tents and you get them home and you set them up, sterilize them. 100%.
Rub it
Wipe
out,
them down because you don't
alcohol or
know.
Lysol, anything that will kill bugs and bacteria and fungus and anything like that.
Did you say pine sol?
Yep,
Yeah, but pine sol smells like wood.
smells like pine.
Yeah, but that attracts bugs.
I've never had a problem.
Really?
Nope.
Hmm.
No, you just once it's done, it's done. I mean, once it's dry, it's dry. All I'm doing is killing. I'll
That's
use
true.
Lysol a lot because it's just basically lye based cleaner, Lysol.
Light
Um,
bleach. You can use like a light bleach. Like, don't put a lot of bleach in your water. Put like a cap full of bleach in your water, or a half a
but
cap.
you're going to want to scrub every square inch.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of
Spray
why
Lysol on the outside of it, just
I
to make
use
sure, you know.
like the Lysol or Pine Sol in a bucket just so I can get a sponge full and just kind of slosh it and just take it outside, lay it in the yard, you know, put it under the sunlight, turn it inside out, scrub it and dry it completely outside, and then bring it in. then bring it in.
If you really want to be a ninja, you can take it outside, turn it inside out, and put it back on the frame inside out.
Yes.
If you really want to be a ninja about it.
Yep. That way you get every seam, every crack, every crevice.
Right. So yeah, that one's $300. Actually for a beginner, this is a pretty good setup for a beginner if you want to grow like 1 or 2 plants.
I would
I feel
recommend
like
just one plant, or even if you wanted to start off like the picture, growing a tomato in there.
right.
Get the hang of it. You know,
See
get
right
the
now
fun
over here
of the room.
492 is a 3x3x6.
My first grow tent was a 4x4x7, I believe, or 8.
Yeah, that's what mine is with a roof, as you see behind me.
Mine was a flat top. It doesn't have the peak like yours.
I like the peak because all my stuff's hidden in the peak, and I can raise my light higher. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I put I put everything I had on the outside, and I would run ducting over there to it, and then I would, have my duct hole, and it came out. And that's it. That's the only thing I had in there was the light.
Yeah, the fan that I have in here it doesn't really like the way I have it set up. It doesn't hinder the growth whatsoever. Like it's real close to the roof. You
Hmm.
know, it's my light. I can raise my light all the way up. You know, I don't plan on having 7 foot tall. I mean, I want 7 foot tall plants, but 6 foot's good. I mean,
Oh, and another thing I did in my grow tent, and this is just what I did. You don't have to do this. I decided I was going to grow in a certain type of bucket every time, like a 5-gallon grow bag. Okay. And if you get
right,
the tall bags, fold it down. You don't have to grow all the way tall. Uh, but I found if I fold my 5-gallon grow bag about a quarter of the way down and grow those, that if I let them get up so tall and then turn them to flower, that I would have plenty of room. So I took a black marker, Sharpie, and I put a line on my inside of my tent. And when my clones or whatever got that tall, that's when I switched the lights over. And it worked out right every time. Just don't let them get too big because they can outgrow your room, is what I'm saying.
right. So here we're on VivoSun.
I use those guys a lot.
So their stuff's not bad. I have a few things from them. I have heating mats from them, and my watering system is from them. I can't figure
I
out the
have
timer
their 1,000
100%.
watt. How much is their 1,000 watt these days?
Well, let's see. This one is a 200. It looks like. Let me move this over. Grow lights. Go down here. They don't have 1,000 watt. The highest they go is 650.
Oh wow.
Yep. Their lights
But
are
it shows you about technology, I guess.
yeah.
Less is more. I mean,
They only have one 650 and it's 500, almost it's 450. But it's got 5-star 15 or 315 5-star reviews.
mhm,
I mean,
that's a good one there.
that'll produce, you know. There's no ballast, it's all fed right here in this bar right here.
Well, it's got a ballast, but it's not near the ballast. That's nice. Actually, that's real nice. Just how far lighting has come in the 2 or 3 years since I've been growing outside
Right.
is incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, like, I have 1,000 watts. I know it's not 1,000 watts now. It's probably closer to maybe 600 somewhere in there. They have these lights here. They bend.
They got the wings. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, those are cool because you can throw the light a little bit further. You know, but this light here is only 200 watts.
One of the best grows I ever did was in a little tiny closet, like a 2x2 closet, and
Yep.
I had two Mars Hydro 900s or Series 90, I think it was the old green ones. But
Yep.
I had them kicked in like that, Man, I got quarter pound off of one plant. But I had it
Yeah.
scrogged on. Hell's Angels OG. It was a good plant. That was some dank shit.
Then they got these lights over here with the wings. This one's 400 watts. And the good thing about some of these, some of these photos we're showing you here, the stuff that you buy. There's the reviews. I want the reviews right here. See, they gives you pictures like this guy here. That's his Vivo Sun tent. You know, but he only showed one picture though. Like this is all, it's all automated. Like this is how you control it right here.
Wow. That's pretty
Um,
cool.
yeah, Spider Farmer has them too.
Oh, I see.
It shows you,
There
you
you
know,
go.
like
See those grow pots? Roll them things down.
look at that.
Pretty good. Nice.
So these are product reviews,
Go back to the
pictures.
buds. Go back to the buds if you would. That's what a bud looks like directly underneath the light.
Yeah,
Okay. Go to the other one. That's what a bud looks like on the outside edges.
see how the leaves are brown right here on the tips, and this one's like completely dead.
That's an outside edge bud right there. I've done
Yeah,
it long enough to be able to tell you that's because it's not getting the full amount of light. It's struggling. And the other picture is nice, big, full, dense, frosty. It's getting everything it needs. That one's struggling.
right. We call that the Snickle Fritz.
Sniggle Fritz,
But that's a nice looking bud right there.
very nice bud.
I'd smoke that.
Absolutely. But if that's a first time try, that's a hell of a first time go. That's you know what I mean. That's awesome.
Yeah, this light has nothing but 5-star reviews.
Yeah, I like Vivo Sun or Vivo Sun, however you want to say it. I like
Vivo
Besta.
Sun.
If you're on an extra budget, Besta isn't horrible.
We're going to Amazon here shortly.
There we go.
That's
Looks like
the
you got about 10 minutes.
yeah. I just wanted to show you guys. But Vivo Sun also has a bunch of other products too besides grow tents. They have light you could buy vent fans, you could buy everything's separate here, just like Spider Farmer. But these things here, I noticed Spider Farmer didn't have these. This is a cloning machine.
Yeah.
This is where you keep your clones when you're growing them and they're babies. You know, you want something a little bit taller than this though, so you can keep
Oh,
them in
it's
there
got the
just a little
built-in
bit
lights,
longer.
doesn't it? It's got the built-in lights, doesn't it?
Yes, it's got
The
built-in lights and
LED
it's got
strips
the
on
heating
top.
pad with the thermometer,
See
the
the
heat
vent?
adjustment.
You remember we were talking about venting it and adjusting the
Yes,
climate and all that?
yes,
That's
they have
handy.
they have vents right there. Now this is $33.99. So after shipping, you're gonna spend probably about $40. And
See
it's
if they
worth
got
it.
it on Amazon. If you got Amazon Prime, it's free
Honestly,
shipping.
this is kind of worth it because the Vivo Sun it will last you a little bit longer than what you're gonna buy on Amazon. What you're getting on Amazon is not meant for long
Do they
term
not
use.
carry Vivo Sun on Amazon?
What's that?
Do they not carry Vivo Sun on Amazon?
They do actually. Yes, that's where I got my watering system and my heating pads actually.
That's what I was saying. If you got an account, you can have it shipped for free.
Yes, they do carry. I don't know if they carry these. I haven't seen these.
I was gonna
I
say
haven't
I
really
would check
looked either
for it.
though.
That's sure. That's handy right there. I like that.
I mean, it grows a bunch. I mean, once they get so big, can't really like have a lot in there because I'm sure
And
the
you can
lights will
start
start to choke
everything. You
out.
can start tomatoes. You can start cantaloupes. You can start anything you want in there. Actually, not
Right.
just not just clove.
This is a nutrient site. This company is called Crunk Nutrients. They sell everything, actually, not just nutrients. Um, right here, these groove bags. If you want to store your stuff in bags, these are these bags are curing bags, and they're meant for curing, but they're a little expensive. Well, that's 38 cents for one, so that's not bad. But that's probably like an ounce bag. These are controllers for your grow tent. Um, right here, nutrients. If you're growing autos, this right here, this is what you want to buy right here. If you're not into making your own stuff, you want to buy it. This is $22.57 for two. You get two bottles. It's a kit. You give it this one first, and then you give it this one after when you want to go in the flower stage. When you go into the flower stage, this will enhance your bud growth, and it will feed your plant to the maximum. You want to do other stuff too, not just give it this. But like night stuff for nitrogen, like always use earthworm castings and bat guano, seabird guano, stuff like that.
Does it got a list of
No,
ingredients?
I that's a good question actually. I don't know.
That's my whole thing. I
Yeah, I
like to
know.
look at the front and all, but I'll turn it around and look what's in it. Fertilizer says that's pretty cool. That's real cool.
Doesn't have a list of the ingredients that are on it, and I wish it did. I wish it showed a picture of the bag.
That's clever. I like that.
Yeah, I wish it showed a picture of the back so we can see the ingredients. But these two bottles will last you one grow,
Oh, absolutely.
you know. And no, you'll get a good yield. I've seen. Let's see if there's reviews. Yeah, there's 5-star reviews and there's 96 of them. If I can get to them.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to find products that work. If you can find them that work, stick with them.
Yeah, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. I wish I could see some with pictures. That'd be great. But you can go online and look at videos. There's people that made videos about using these nutrients. Here's one picture of the nutrients. I want to see
Morning,
some
Bill.
plants.
How are you doing?
Who's in here?
Beautiful class and sass. That is Bubble Warrior, if you didn't know.
Hello, Bubbles. Thanks for joining. So yeah, um, AC Infinity also is another company that sells higher end stuff. If you got deep pockets, you know, cabinet cooling systems. Like look at this.
All right.
Dude,
Well, we've spent pretty much the whole show looking at the high end. Maybe next week we'll spend most of the show looking at the
I apologize. I had so much going. I had so
lower
much to look at.
end. Maybe we'll spend next week looking at the low. Maybe just go to Amazon and see what the lower end has to offer as compared to the upper end.
Let's see. So grow tent. We'll look up a grow tent real quick. Actually, nope. Eh, All right, so we got. Hold on one second. My screen messed up.
Uh oh. Oh well, we've only got 3 or 4 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that next week. It'll give me time to run around and find a few sites and get them to you, or products or whatever. We can get
Right.
coordinated. That'd be cool. I'll give me time to go into my account and hit the buy it again button and see what
Right.
all I've spent money on.
Yes. Next week we'll look at the broke people section. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Mucho aisle.
Yep. But yeah, that's if you got, if you want to be a baller, you can go Spider Farmer, Viva Sun, AC
And quite
Infinity.
honestly, that's why I started doing organics and making my own teas, and it was because of my budget.
Right.
And lo
It's
and behold,
cheaper.
come to find out,
It's cheaper. I mean, look, you bought those 2 big boxes of iguanos. They were
mhm,
$24, 20 some dollars a box, and you have enough to last you a bunch of grows.
yeah, at least 2 3 seasons at least.
Yeah. I mean,
At least. So
when
so
you
yeah, it's
when
worth
you're
it in the
buying
long run.
nutrients,
Yeah, it's worth it in the long run. It's just a little bit of a pain in the behind to try to learn, and get your shit together. But when you do, it just becomes so easy after that. It is so easy.
right? Like I'm about to make another tea for my plants. Some more
Tell you what,
earthworm
those
castings.
silkworm casting teas, those guano teas, they're
I
they're
could use
awesome.
earthworm castings for a foliar spray, right?
Yes, I recommend you strain it either through cheesecloth or an old pillowcase. Works awesome.
Right,
Strain out the heavies, and all those heavies, put them back in the jar and make some more tea. But the all the stuff that's strained out, put it in a sprayer, and you can foliar feed with that. That works great.
right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I gotta. They're still kind of a little brown, not terrible. They've
Um,
actually
I'll give
picked
you
up a lot.
I'll give you a whole homework assignment. Google homemade bud swell. It's called
Okay,
Bud Swell, and it's called homemade bud swell, and it'll show you how to do it. It only takes about 10 12 hours. Uh, Go look at what they charge for bud swell, and you can make your own for pennies. Okay,
I've seen fish for the fish fertilizer, the
the fish
liquid fish shit.
emulsion.
Yeah, the liquid fish.
I use that from Walmart
Yeah, you
actually.
can. It's dude, it's
24
expensive.
bucks for a gallon. It's the
Yeah,
shit.
it's expensive though.
Absolutely. But yeah, it'll last you though, because it only takes teaspoons, literally teaspoons,
Yeah,
in a gallon. So, but yeah, look and see what you can do homemade style. Like I said, the homemade bud swell, but I highly recommend you strain it out like through a cheesecloth or pillowcase, and then
right.
spray it in your leaves. You'll notice a marked difference.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out.
Absolutely.
Let me show you some things. We're gonna go through some other things next week. We'll continue on the
Continue on
shopping
the chopping.
online, window shopping.
That
Amazon.
window.
You can get everything off of Amazon. You don't have to go to the websites I showed you. If you
Yes.
or if you have a store by you, that like I have a store that's in Cleveland by me.
Mm.
Um, he sells grow tents and stuff like that. So
Yeah, go physically look at it and then go
yeah,
shopping. Go
yeah,
know what you're buying. Know
yeah.
what you're buying.
You don't have to
This
buy
so
it
this
from
is
there,
how
but
big this is.
you can at least
All
go
right.
get a good idea.
All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, hippie. Thank you, musical guests. We appreciate y'all.
Welcome to the room where the green vibes flow, where the lights shine bright and the knowledge will grow. From soil to the sun, we'll master the art. To grow rooms, the place, let's spark up the start. The grow room where the secrets bloom. Plant your dreams, watch them consume. We'll guide the buds to a perfect tune. Step inside, it's the grow room. green vibes flow, where the light shine bright and the knowledge will grow. From soil to the sun, we'll master the art to grow rooms, the place. Let's spark up.